Hey guys, Microsoft just released a new tool in the Power Platform space that helps you to build business level applications without writing a single line of code. You don't need to be an expert. You can just give the AI your prompt and it builds out based on your requirements. So this is a new tool for Microsoft and it works with Dataverse. So you need to have access to a Dataverse environment because that's where the app will be stored. And some other things I'll be sharing later on about this new workspace. So quickly, let's get started with building our first application. We have some suggestions down here. This top here is where we can input our prompt. So I'll go ahead and select the equipment request and it brings up the description at the top here. Okay, if I would like to refine my prompt to make it more descriptive, I can click on this enhance prompt icon here and the AI will improve on my description. And I can go ahead and click send. And it brings me into this page where I can see how the AI is processing the information. So first it shows me here my prompts and also to the left. And at the bottom here, it tries to break this down into different areas. So first, what will be the user roles? What will be the actions that will be performed by different type of users that will be making use of the app? The employees, this will be the user roles, the managers, the IT admins. The next down here is the data model. So data model is basically the tables, how the informations will be stored or laid out in a database. And now you can see it's completed. This is basically all the tables. So tables are like just similar to your Excel spreadsheets, how you store data. So you can see the AI is at work and in just few seconds, it's already pulling out the application. This workspace accepts natural language. Just see description of what you need and the app is up to life. Previously, we used Microsoft Canvas and model-driven apps to build applications as this, but it takes quite a lot of time to, set up and configure. But now with the help of AI and Copilot, things are becoming much more easier. So now the app is fully configured. It gives us a good splash screen here with picture to the right. And down here, I can choose to search for items. So let's say I search for an equipment here. You can see it filters the list without writing any single line of code. All of the logics are already in place. I can search for the Dell computer down there and it filters that. I'll click request hardware. So you can see it pulls up this form where I can submit requests. And I'll go ahead and submit requests. So now that that's submitted, the form clears out for me to add new entry. But I want to see if this is added to my catalog. Track requests. Oh, great. Now this is it. So you can see the request I just added is right here on the list, and I can see the list of other requests as well. So let's say I want some little more touches to the app. I need more of a white feel on the background. Let's say enter. Now I think it's done and I should have that. So now you can see more of a white feel on the the background just as I requested. So just if the theme of your company has a specific color, so I think you can specify, okay, that will be the primary color. I can say, okay, that the primary color new color be a purple. It took out those blue colors and give me a purple feel on most of the areas. So I think this is pretty cool. If we as developers would know the amount of work that would have been done to carry out this kind of design in such a few seconds as this. So I really appreciate what Microsoft has done here. So we can see, now that we've seen how cool this is, I also like to have another feature. I would like to have a light and a dark mode. Almost everyone loves that. So I would say mode. So I think there's one cool thing I love about the way it's built, because compared with different or other AI models or interfaces as this, they tend to execute their functionalities in many steps. But I think Microsoft's AI here just boils it down to 3. You can see the first 3 steps here it searched for where it will find primary colors in its code base. It will update it and validates just to ensure everything, there are no errors. Here as well, it updates the area where that feature needs to be added. It tries to locate the area where it's going to make the change. Then on the second step, it actually makes the change. And in the third step, it validates and gives you the output. So now let's go ahead and test. I'll click on this, and now you can see I now have a dark mode. You can see how easy it is for me to build applications with the help of AI, and it's looking pretty cool. And when I click this again, it gives me the light mode. So let me know in the comments which mode you love most. Now let's look at other areas of the screen. So now the left interface is where you interact with the AI to give you the right changes for your application. Here I can click on the plan and I can see how AI built out the process flow, okay, and what it's working with. You can see the user roles, what each user's functionality would be. Here is the data model, where all the data are being stored for the application, and it's actually a Dataverse table. Down here is showing us the technology, every application or agent it has used to build out this, and you can see it's made use of the Hardware request portal, okay, and it's also made use of Workflow, which is another agent just like Power Automate, and also an approval assistant. So I love the fact that Microsoft is really detailed on this. Oh, there's even more, and you can see them here. Wow, this is a really cool products. If I go over here to data, I can see how the tables are relating to one another. You can see here there's a one-to-many relationship between the hardware item and the hardware request. So you can see there's a relationship between virtually all the table. And let's see, the app here is where we get the actual display of the app. For this tab here, this preview is what we're actually seeing. If we need to see the code for the app, we can click here and see all the codes. The docs, we can see this is built using TypeScript. This is the CSS file for the styling. This is the main for the output and all that. And right here we can split. We can put things side by side as this, and we can put it in. We can stack it vertically, or stack it horizontally with that icon there. And when we click on this, we tend to reload the app, just to create a new instance of the app. And so right here we can see the profile or the person, and also the agents at work for this solution, just like we have seen on the previous tab. So right here we can save the app. So once we save the app, what happens is it goes ahead and stores this app on the environment, because right now we do not have the app here. Let me go ahead and refresh. Can you see these are the only 2 apps here in this dev env environment? And you can know that this is the environment for this app because when you click on the settings here, you can see dev env environment. So now let's go ahead and hit save. So the app has been saved. So now come over here back to my environment. I would go ahead and refresh, and now you can see the app is now sitting on my environment, and you can see it's a code app, not a canvas app, not a model driven app. It's a code app. We're making use of React and all that. So we can go ahead and publish. So the moment we hit publish, what happens is every other users that would have access to the app will see these latest changes. Okay, so I'll go ahead and hit publish. Right now, because we haven't published, because we only saved, just the app was saved. But now when we publish, since other users will be interacting with the application to be live, so those data needs to be stored somewhere and not in the memory of the application. So for now, it only makes use of Dataverse. I'll go ahead and hit publish. So while it's publishing the changes, it's taking some few seconds because it's going to create those 6 tables over on the database. So guys, here it is. So you can see the tables have just been created: employee table, hardware item. Now, if we go ahead to click on this share icon here, we'll be able to share to other employees who are in the organization, and also employees who are guests in the tenants. So I'll go ahead and share to my guest account here and click on share. So once I've shared, I can still come over here to copy the link to the app. So I would like to copy the link to play the app. I'll go over to a new tab here, paste that link and watch it run. And now you can see the new changes we did, the light and dark mode. So it's working pretty well. So here are the requirements to use the Power Apps vibe code. So first, these are the things you need to take note of. You need to ensure that you have access to a Dataverse environment and you're not in a default environment. So this product doesn't work in a default environment. And also, for now, it only works with tenants that are in the US region. Okay. So if you're not in the US region, you may not have access yet. So you need to have at least a system customizer role for you to create apps with vibe coding. And vibe coding currently only publishes to Dataverse, but the Microsoft app builder, which is also similar to this vibe coding, publishes to SharePoint. So whatever works for you. So there might be some rough edges, because this is in early preview, but in all, it's a very good product. All right, guys, so that's it. Thank you for watching. Keep building smart apps, and I will see you in the next video.